go on, your road to ruin is a wide one. And we go on, 2 horses gone, but I still have one, and it does.
Moneyman here from Plot Job with our Ante-Post Cheltenham Festival 2026 previews. We absolutely smashed the big festivals throughout 2025, finding you big value plays and winner after winner. Cheltenham 2026 is upon us and we have found some real value plays. Subscribe now on YouTube and don't miss out on future more winners.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps.
Dr. Steinberg is the one I land on after a proper race reading of the Albert Bartlett. Dr. Steinberg is not just my selection, but my festival nap. Stay tuned and why, and I'll let you know how heavily I've backed him in the Ante-Post markets and why I've come to this conclusion. Dr. Steinberg was a store horse bought by Willie Mullins and his trusted lieutenant Harold Kirk from a top breeder for what I believe was around the 100K mark. After his first 2 runs, I found it interesting to hear some media figures crab his form and suggest he might be one of Willie's lesser types because he'd seen the track earlier than most of the stable's stars. That's complete nonsense if you're applying the right analysis and logic. Point-to-point winners have a strong record in the Albert Bartlett. These are horses that have already seen the track and learned their trade between the flags. Store horses are bought on pedigree, conformation, and long-term potential. Dr. Steinberg running earlier simply meant they could educate him, build him up, and harden him for a race like this. Add in the level of form, his maturing and still improving at a rate of knots, he stays strongly, and his Damn Rosie de Cyborg and Damn Sire Cyborg both bring serious stamina influences. I was at the Dublin Racing Festival when he smashed the field. It might not have been a vintage grade 1, but that actually helps him here. He didn't have a brutal race. What caught my eye was how Paul Townend rode him. The doctor was keen early, and Paul wrestled him back, dropped him in, and treated him like a proper horse. That told you plenty. I'm big on trends and stats around the big festivals. One angle the media will push is that favorites have a poor recent record in the Albert Bartlett. That's true on the surface, but plenty of favorites have won it. Blackjack Ketchum, Wichita Lineman, and Bob's Worth, to name a few. Dancing City probably should have won in 2024, but the jockeys behind let the winner steal a big lead. He came out at Aintree and put that right in a grade 1. Willie Mullins knows how to win any race at Cheltenham, and this is the right race for Dr. Steinberg. Willie had a few standout performers at the Dublin Racing Festival, and this lad was one of them. He's got serious upside and looks tailor-made for this test. We've smashed into him on the exchange, and the play here is 7 points win at 11-4 with the firms or a slightly higher price on the exchange.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers on Plot Job, and when we hit it, 1 subscriber is walking away with $250 cash. No tricks, no hoops, just hit subscribe and you're in the draw. And that's just the start. When we reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm doubling it to a $500 giveaway. So if you're watching the tips, backing the winners, and getting value from the channel, hit that subscribe button now and get yourself in the running. Let's smash through 1,000 and get this money handed out. A quick run through the main rivals and why they don't make my top spot. 𝐿 for Declan Queally has been a revelation and deservedly took his grade 1 in the Ballymore Novice. The cheap store horse has a big following now, but I'm not convinced he'll stay this trip. Sortudo looks to have too much speed and for me is more likely to drop back to 2 miles. The Devoluno did improve when stepped up to 3 miles, but it's worth noting how testing the ground was that day. Dr. Steinberg had already put him away with enough ease at Navan. Espresso Milan is one worth a second look. I like his profile and the manner of his novice hurdle win at Thurles. Spinning a Yarn for Gordon Elliott clearly has a future, but his form at this stage doesn't quite stack up for me, and this represents a big step up in trip. Both horses are double digits prices at the moment. Trends and stats of the Albert Bartlett Hurdle at Cheltenham 2026. Age: 10 of the last 12 winners were aged 6 or 7. Price. No favourites have won in the last 12 years. Only 2 of 12 were in the top 3 in the betting, with 10 of 12 runners sent off at 11 to 1 or bigger. Last run, 4 of the last 12 won their previous start, while 9 from 12 ran within 54 days of the Albert Bartlett. 3 of last 12 runners came via the Nathaniel Lacey at Leopardstown. None of those won or placed there. Course form, 3 of last 12 had at least 1 previous Cheltenham run, and 3 from last 12 had already won at the track. Distance form, 11 of last 12 had run over 23 to 25 furlongs, and 11 of the last 12 had won over that trip. Hurdle experience, 9 of the last 12 had at least 3 hurdle runs, 7 of the last 12 had at least 4 hurdle runs, 11 of the last 12 had at least 1 hurdle win, 5 of the last 12 had 2 or more hurdle wins. Rating, 10 from 12 were rated 136 or higher, the other 2 were unrated. Graded form, 5 from 12 had at least 1 win in a grade 1 to 3. Season record, 10 of 12 had at least 3 runs that season, and 11 of 12 had at least 1 win. Trends and stats of the
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope.
Quick reminder before you go, we're racing toward 1,000 subscribers. When we hit it, one of you gets $250 cash. If you're not subscribed, you're not in it. Simple as that. Hit subscribe now, and let's give you a chance to win some cash.
Hustle hard, hustle every single